So we did something really cool on the show, live here in the studio, a 15-minute nose job with no surgery. And it came out good, really good. She was really happy. She was super cute to begin with, but I mean, she just was awesome. So we thought it would be really fun to show you guys today, live in the studio, a 15-minute Eyelift. I will not be performing it. So let's find out who will, shall we? Come on over here. I call him Dr. Rockstar, but his name is Dr. Rockstar. Welcome him back. Come on, man. We love this dude. I held your hand the whole time, our viewer with the nose job. It was fabulous. She loved it. It was the coolest thing ever. I can't wait to see what you can do for eyes. It's so exciting to hear that you can get surgery without having to go under the knife.
You know, the idea behind this technique is to camouflage fat pads in the lower eyelids. You know, as we age, a couple of things happens. First, we develop wrinkling in our eyelids.
Yes, we've noticed.
No one likes that, right? And then the other things that happen is you develop fat pads which protrude out. You know, they bulge out, and then the cheek kind of descends downward so that you get a groove between your eyelid skin and your cheek skin. So people develop hollowness and fat pads and so on and so forth.
So that's why they do that little nippy-tucky thing.
Exactly. So in the surgical eyelift, what's going on is people go in and we make an incision and we kind of tease out that fat to make it more, more smooth. To make it smooth. Exactly.
So what are you going to do without, I mean, how do you get it out of there if you're not going to cut it? What do you, suck it out of there?
So what we've learned in the past few years is that sometimes by adding things, we can make things look better also. It's kind of like a whole new idea in cosmetic surgery.
No kidding.
Yeah, so what we're doing with this technique is we're filling in that groove between the cheek skin and the fat pad. And so you're basically making that transition more smooth, and by doing that, you're restoring a more useful look.
Every woman in the audience going, aha! So, can you show us a couple of before and afters? I love this part, don't you? Yeah.
So here we have, this patient is a patient in her 30s.
Wow, look at that!
So can
you see that? That's a jaw dropper. That's a goodie, huh?
These are great results. So what you're doing, what this patient complained of is that she had hollowness, in her lower eyelids. If you look here, the lower eyelids look hollow. And this is something that can happen, actually, even in younger patients in their 30s and 40s with aging and gravity. So, this hollowness gives patients the appearance of being tired. And also it gives the appearance of dark circles under the eyes. So a lot of people complain about that.
Yeah, we all have dark circles in my family. Oh, yeah, half the audience is like, yeah.
There's a lot of different reasons behind dark circles. Dark circles can be genetic in some individuals.
Everybody in my family has kind of hollowed eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In some individuals, it's pigment, which can use laser source. But in some individuals, it's really a shadowing effect because of hollowness. So here, what we did for this individual, we went ahead here, and we basically, filled this area.
What are you filling it in with?
We're filling it with a filler substance named Restylane. It's a softer material. You remember with the non-surgical nose job?
Right.
We use Radiesse. It's a heavier substance for the nose, harder consistency, so it's much more complementary to the nose. The eyelids and the lips are soft, so you need a soft, malleable substance. And hyaluronic acid which is Restylane, is a nice substance for this area.
Now, I've seen people that they look like they got a bunch of little mosquito bites under their eyes. Is that from having something like that?
That's a rare side effect of this procedure, basically if the material is placed too superficially. So if you place it in the right plane, which is deep,
it's fine.
It's not going to bubble up like that.
Boy, look at that one. Holy cat! Can you see that? That is amazing. Wow. So, who is the perfect candidate for this?
So, there are a couple of different types of candidates. Someone like her, she complains that she has these bulging fat pads, and so...
Well, they don't look fat to me. It just looks like she has a little bit of, I was up too late and had a few too many.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's actually fat right here in this area.
Really?
Yep. We all have it, but with age, what happens is that they protrude out.
I gotcha.
So they become more prominent. So here, again, in a surgical eye lift, what you're doing is you're getting rid of this fat pad surgically. You're going ahead and removing it. In this non-surgical method, it's a camouflaging.
You're just zapping it.
We're filling this area.
How long does it last?
The non-surgical approach lasts about a year.
Wow. How much does it cost?
About $800.
Oh! But you get a year? I would do that to feel less tired for a year, because I mean that's the bottom line. Is you look in the mirror and you don't feel tired, because you don't look tired.
It's really an easy, no downtime procedure. You know?
Well, we think we found a perfect candidate for you. Check her out.
A lot of people say that eyes are the window of the soul, but my bags are blocking the view. I would describe my eyes as looking like big horseshoe prints right underneath here. On a scale of 1 to 10, if I had to rate, how I felt about my eyes, I'd say that I'd probably give myself a 2. This is the reason why I don't leave the house without concealer. I am the queen of concealer. There's not a color, there's not a shade, there's not a tool that I haven't tried, and quite frankly, I'm starting to run out of tricks. Now that the kids are getting older, I'm able to find a little bit more time for myself, and I decided it was time for me to start taking care of myself. I really would never consider surgery on my eyes, but the non-surgical eye lift is something that I think would be a great alternative. There's virtually no downtime, very little swelling. There's just a few injections, so I think it's the perfect answer for me.
So please welcome her. Julie's with us in the front row. Julie, do you mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 45.
And adorable. She's 45 and you're looking really hot. But you feel self-conscious about this,
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, after everything you've seen so far, what are your initial thoughts?
Well, I'm not really excited about the thought of having needles near my eyes, but the alternative is a lot worse.
That is a bit of a freak out, but they would put a needle in your arm before they brought a knife next to your eye, and that's the alternative, isn't it?
Exactly. No.
So how long has this been bugging you?
Quite a few years. I mean, I've always had deep set eyes. I've always had that natural kind of darker circle-looking thing under my eyes. But as I've gotten older, it kind of gradually creeps up, and then one day you look and you're like, oh my God, what is this?
You think you want to give it a shot?
Absolutely.
That's good, because I'm not letting you out of here until you do. If it looks good on you, I may do it. I tell you what, I'll hold your hand. Because I want to see it up close and personal. We're going to see her eye lift during the course of the show, and at the end of the show, we'll see Julie's all-new eyes. Be back in a couple with Faith Ford. Join us. Dr. Rockstar. Coming at you. So we're back with Dr. Cameron Rockstar, and I call him Dr. Rockstar because he knows how to do cosmetic surgery without the surgery part. And we've got our brave, brave, brave viewer, Joy, who's holding my hand, little tightly, and she's about to have her no surgery eye lift. You ready, buddy?
I'm ready.
I mean, it's going to look great.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but
you might want to close your eyes because that is, in fact, a needle. Now, what did you have to do to prep her?
Basically, we had her, put a little bit of numbing cream on for a few minutes, and then just now we, took it off and we cleaned her with some alcohol.
You still numb? Here.
So, yeah,
I'll poke you in the eye. Yeah, okay. Hey, incidentally, what will she look like right after? Will she have black eyes?
Yeah, there's a small chance that you may get a little bruise, but that's rare if it happens. But if it happens, it's it's okay.
You just use the cover up. You got it already.
Yes, that's right.
Exactly. Little concealer.
Okay, just close your eyes for me. I'm going to clean here again.
A little bit of swab.
There's just a little alcohol, just simple cleansing, a little alcohol, and then you can.
So this won't hurt because she had the numbing cream, right?
She had the numbing cream, yeah. And so what I want you to do is open your eyes, Julie. Okay.
Oh, jeez, why does she have to have her eyes open?
She has to have her eyes open. I want you to kind of stare back. There we go. So what that does is, you see, that creates a nice plane for me. I know exactly where I am here.
So now you can see where you need to go.
Exactly.
Let me get out of your light. I'm just leaning back. I'm right here, hon.
See, we just keep looking up. And you're doing wonderful. So here we are. We're just, slowly injecting this material in the right area to basically get rid of that groove.
Wow.
And the results, the beauty of this thing is that your results are instantaneous.
Yo. Are you okay, Joel? Mm-hmm. Does it hurt? Mm-mm. Tell me the truth.
Hang on. Just don't say anything right now. Just close your mouth. Very good.
How's she doing?
She's doing excellent. Very nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Were
You're
you...
doing beautiful.
Wait. I want to know. Does it hurt? Yes or no?
Tiny bit.
A tiny bit.
Really not a lot.
Not too bad?
No, definitely not.
But just look here.
let's get
Look here,
this
Rachel. Just with 2 simple injections right now, if you just look at this eye versus that eye, we're so much better
my
already.
God,
And
that's
that's
awesome.
2 seconds, you know? But I'm just going to work here a little bit more, okay?
Buddy, you're going to be so happy.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So just keep looking up. And so the key is I'm going to go here a little bit more. Again, with just this tiny little needle. I'm just placing the little filler. And the great thing about this filler, Rachel, is it's very soft. And so this is the filler that we like to use for eyelids and we like to use for lips, to augment the lips. So this is very nice.
Her lips look great. She didn't need that.
And so here we are. So now I'm going to just have you just look up. Julie,
Wow.
Just look up here for me. Let me just take a
Sit
quick
up.
look. Yeah, just sit up, look up.
That is
So
awesome.
just you could just see one eye versus the other
That
right
is
now.
just
Isn't that
crazy.
incredible? In less
Sweetie,
than
you're
5
going to be
minutes, right?
thrilled. It looks awesome. We're going to see both eyes and see her reaction to how she thinks she looks in a couple. I'm going to keep holding her hand, though, I promise. Keep it up for me. Come on! Yep. And there's the other half a bottle of Rioja, makes a lovely accompaniment. And I wanted to have a nice glass of wine and a hot plate of food waiting for Julie because she has been such a trooper and so brave. Do we all want to see the new eye? Okay, back with her 15-minute eye job is Julie and Dr. Rockstar. She looks like she went on vacation. You look gorgeous. Do you love it? I love it. Here, sit down.
This is amazing.
Doesn't she look cute? Doesn't it look like she went on vacation for like a month and a half? See, now you were a 45-year-old that looked 10 years younger, and now you look like you're 26.
Well, thank you.
Adorable. How do you like it?
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Isn't it
I think,
so cool?
Yeah, it's subtle, but it's not subtle.
Let's see the before and after, you guys. Can you do that neat thing with the split screen? I love that. There you go. Boy, you look ticked off in that first one. You look mad. You're like,
Get rid of those bags.
You know what? My mother calls that stomach hungry. When you've got that look, it looks like the person's going to eat you. It's got the stomach hungry look. And now you got the nice-eyed, well-fed face, which is good because you got the Rioja soup. So dig in and enjoy. I'm sure the doctor will love it. She came out perfect, right?
Thank you. She looks great.
We love the